Welcome to episode 6 of NoiseMap. Here we're going to look at calculating and processing database contours. We're starting with the model that we looked at in episode 5, which has got two roads, Glendon Road and the Estate Road, both of which have got traffic flows on, as we saw in the previous episode. We're going to calculate some contours for this model. So we go to calculate database contours, and we want to calculate them for all the populated tiles, which are these tiles here. Also, we need to choose the spacing of the calculation points. Normally I choose 10 meters for that and 4 meters above the ground. And we have a surround of 2 tiles. That's to make sure that noise from adjacent sources is calculated for this tile. We want to calculate for all the combinations that we've defined, which is Glendon Road, the Estate Road and all roads. And I'm going to perform the calculation on this local computer. And it's now starting the calculations. It's done the first tile, the second tile, the third tile, and the fourth tile. And yes, I want to load those results now, and here they are. There is a calculation for each of the combinations, and there are 4 tiles in each of those calculations. So holding down the shift key, I select all those. They've green, which means that they've got valid results in them, and I load them. And immediately we see the contour for the first of those combinations, which is Glendon Road. And if we're not sure what it's showing, there is an information box here which makes it very clear. We're looking at the L10 18-hour result for the combination Glendon Road and in the scenario with Estate Road and receiver. I can look at the contour for the Estate Road. To click apply, and there we can see the noise level is coming from the Estate Road as we'd expect. And if I go to all roads and then click apply, all roads is shown here, and we can see there is noise from these 2 roads, and that penetrates quite a long way into this housing estate, in fact. But supposing I want to find out what the impact of the Estate Road is, well, I can do that as well. Let's look at how the Estate Road increases noise levels beyond those we're already getting from Glendon Road. For that I need to do an expression. So I click on expression there in the display parameters box, and then I need to select a result set. I'll select all of them. And you'll notice that NoiseMap gives them names R1, R2 and R3. We could change those to something more descriptive if we wished. And to calculate the impact of having the Estate Road over and above Glendon Road, let's calculate R3, which is all roads, less the contribution of Glendon Road, which is R1, and we'll call that the effect of the Estate Road. Click OK. Now, so far we're not actually displaying that, we're still displaying all roads. It says that the effect of Estate Road is in the system, but I need to apply to make it actually appear. It seems to have disappeared. This is because we're using the ISO color scale when what we're looking at are changes of noise level, and the ISO color scale can't do that. So we need to go to the blue, green, red spectrum, let it auto generate the scale levels and click apply. And there it is. This is where the Estate Road is having an effect. We can see it happens deep into the estate, but not along Glendon Road. If we want to look at the effect with the bitmap, we actually do need to reload the bitmap. So we've got to go to View Bitmap. I want to go to the calibrated bitmap, choose that and open it, and there it is. However, it has to be said that using the dark colours isn't necessarily easy to see the bitmap. So if we switch to pastel colours, it's rather clearer. This white area down here is where NoiseMap says there's no change of noise level. Really, I suppose that should be coloured blue, but NoiseMap doesn't do that there. And we can then very clearly see where the estate road is having an effect, and we might notice that it's in particular having an effect here in front of these row of properties, and in fact the change of level is quite a lot. It could be 17 dB or so. Yes, if we apply this, it's actually about 12 decibels, and we might think that that's quite a problem. So perhaps in the next episode we'll see if we can put a noise barrier in to help that situation. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye.